Hey everyone, alright, let's talk Reylo. I'm going to discuss with you why I think Reylo needs to happen. And I know there's like this kind of like this bad taste in a lot of Star Wars fans' mouth where, you know, Reylo kind of feels like Twilight, it's kind of cheesy, and I understand that. But I think a lot of that stems from like the fan fiction stuff you see online. And that doesn't necessarily mean that's what we're going to get in the actual movie. So why do I think Reylo needs to happen? Well, number one, episode 9, as far as we know, will be the end of the Skywalker saga. And the only Skywalker left is Ben Solo, Kylo Ren. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to see this amazing lineage of the Skywalker, name. I don't want it to end with Kylo Ren just being an ass and dying. I mean, do you? I mean, I don't want the Skywalker name to end like that, And I think that it's important to sort of make sure at the end of episode 9 that Han's, death means something. It's not in vain. He didn't go out there on that ledge and try to talk to his son for nothing. So I think it's very important. So I think that he needs to be redeemed at the end of episode 9 because, well, the Skywalker name, depends on it, essentially. And also Han Solo. Again, I want his death to mean something. I don't want it to go in vain. So there's number one. Number two, if you want the Skywalker lineage to continue, let's say that, you want episode 10, 11, and 12. Well, we know now from Last Jedi, Rey is not a Skywalker. She is not a Skywalker. And I don't care what fans say. JJ is not going to retcon that. She is not a Skywalker. Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, he's the only Skywalker. So I think if they want to do movies, or at least leave the door open for more saga films in the future, Reylo needs to happen. Okay, so that's another point. Now, number 3, and this is probably the biggest one in my opinion. If Reylo doesn't happen, I think that the dynamic between Kylo and Rey will be sort of boring. It'll essentially be Rey the good guy, Kylo the bad guy, and they fight, and of course Rey wins. That's boring. Boring, boring, boring. The whole reason why we all fell in love with the Star Wars, trilogy and mythos is because it wasn't just Luke Skywalker, good guy, Darth Vader, bad guy. There was complications, right? Darth Vader is his father. It added that element of tension, that element of depth. It was layered. It wasn't just black and white, good versus evil. This is his dad, okay? This is Darth Vader's son. It adds something to it. Reylo would do the exact same thing. It would no longer be just good guy versus bad guy. It would be Rey and Ben Solo, or Rey and Kylo. And, they have these feelings for each other. But it's like a forbidden love sort of thing, a little bit Romeo and Juliet. But a little Beauty and the Beast too, Kylo is a jerk. Rey sees the good in him, wants to change him. So there's that tension. Because, each of them wants to defeat the other one because they're on the other side. But at the same time, they really do care for each other. It creates that extra layer of a really interesting dynamic. Just like the original trilogy did when George Lucas decided that Vader was going to be Luke's father, right? Same idea, exact same idea. I think it's very, very important. So those are the reasons. Those are the main reasons why I think Reylo is really going to be the end game for this trilogy. I really do believe Kylo and Rey will end up romantically involved. Now, if you look at them in the elevator scene in Last Jedi, it's so obvious. Rey looks at him like she wants him bad. And I know a lot of people think like, oh, no, she wants Poe. Look at the end of Last Jedi, she smiled at him. Oh no, she wants Finn. I don't think so. And ladies, comment below if maybe I'm getting it wrong, but Rey definitely, the way she looks at Kylo is more of a female who's interested in the guy. The way that Rey looks at Poe and Finn, total friends, total friend zone. So yeah, I just don't see it. I really do see Rey falling in love with Kylo Ren. I really, really do. And I think that's where episode 9, that's where the tension, that's where the drama is going to be. You know, it's going to be between, you know, their allegiances to their side and their love for each other. And what do? It's the internal conflict, similar to what Luke had with his own father, Darth Vader. So, but I'd love to hear from you guys on this subject matter. I know a lot of Star Wars fans hate the Reylo thing, but you know what? I've come around to it. I really have. I really do think that's what's going to happen. That's how this whole trilogy is going to wrap up. And I also do want to say one thing. Go ahead and give this gentleman, Wayward Jedi, a subscribe, or at least watch his videos. One of the most articulate, thoughtful Star Wars analysis fans I've ever come across. I'm not even, that's not even hyperbole, I'm not even exaggerating. This kid, this guy knocks it out of the park, and his videos are fantastic. Give him a sub, check out his videos. He does a lot of talk on Reylo and what have you. But he's super, super interesting, even if you don't agree with all of his theories. Definitely check him out. Definitely. He might change your mind. He changed my mind on Reylo. So, I don't know. Check him out and see what you guys think. But thank you so much for watching. But what do you guys think? Do you think Reylo is going to happen? Do you think it should happen? Is it not going to happen? What are your thoughts on it? Comment below. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I am on Twitter, @OrangeGirl55. Hit me up, follow me. We'll continue to talk Star Wars. Thank you so much, and may the Force be with you.